Welcome to 13 Degrees of Screams.
Where we screen so you don't scream.
We're your host, Alex.
And Stephanie.
And this week we plot to kill our stepdad in Thoroughbreds.
Before we get started, make sure you subscribe and click the bell to be notified when we post new episodes.
Thoroughbreds is a 2017 American black comedy thriller film written and directed by Cory Finley in his directorial debut. It follows high school student Lily and her emotionless friend Amanda as they scheme to kill Lily's stepfather via a contract with a drug dealer. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has an 87% with a critical consensus that states, Thoroughbreds juggles genres with panache, delivering a well-written and refreshingly unpredictable entry in the teen thriller genre. It also has a 68% audience score.
In suburban Connecticut, emotionally detached teenager Amanda euthanizes her crippled horse with a knife, resulting in animal cruelty charges. Sometime later, Amanda goes to Lily's home for tutoring. Lily is more put together, she has completed boarding school early and is currently participating in an internship. The girls were childhood friends but grew apart after Lily's father died. Amanda admits to Lily that she's read her mother's emails and knows that Lily's being paid to spend time with her. Lily insists she wants to see her, but Amanda doesn't care as she doesn't experience emotion and can only imitate what she sees from others. Lily is fascinated by this and continues to hang out with her voluntarily, rekindling their friendship. As they reconnect, they discover they are both discontent with life and plot to solve one of their problems in an unconventional and morally dubious way. We are about to discuss major spoilers for the rest of the plot. If you would like to skip ahead to our ratings, go to 19 minutes and 34 seconds. In the next chapter of the film, we see Lily lives with her mother Cynthia and stepdad Mark, whom she hates. Amanda notices and asks Lily if she has ever considered killing Mark, which disturbs Lily.
I'm sorry, I just saw have you thought of killing him?
I know.
Why did I think of that?
Yeah, I didn't know that was an option, sure.
I guess it's always an option, right? But
apparently.
I never considered, thank you, Amanda.
Yeah, what insight.
Amanda's demeanor is so deadpan, the entire movie. She's like, have you thought about it? No. But now I am, thanks.
Yeah. I do like her deliveries. She's almost like an unfunny version of Juno. Like the way she delivers the deadpan. I don't know, it's just giving very Elliot Page and Juno.
Yeah, it teeters on quirky dialogue.
Yes.
Amidst a somewhat dark plot.
Right.
Movie, so I'm like, okay.
Amanda calls Lily's boarding school an internship and learns that she's not enrolled. It turns out after Lily's father died, she was dismissed from school for plagiarism and is attempting to get readmitted. However, tensions escalate between Lily and Mark when he enrolls her in a boarding school for troubled girls. Afterwards, Lily starts to seriously think about killing him and confides in Amanda.
At this point, if I were Lily, I'm like, you're right. Mark just takes over her whole life and her mom does nothing. She's like,
yeah, she's
not
Mark even there.
So.
Yeah, the mom's barely there. It's just her and the stepdad. And they do sort of imply that Mark may be physically taking advantage of Lily because Amanda, when she first enters the house for tutoring, finds an envelope full of money. And she's like, is that why he's giving you envelopes of money? And she's like, oh, no, my laptop is broken. That's what he gave me the money for. And she's like, okay.
Okay, sure. Yeah, it is really weird. I didn't really think about that whole conversation at the beginning.
I don't think that that's really happening, but I guess there could be a deeper level as to why she hates him, because otherwise it's kind of Mark sucks, yes, but it's still kind of surface level. It's not like I don't understand why you would hate this man enough to kill him. This is unfortunate, that she'd have to go to a different school for her last year of high school, but
yeah,
not worth killing someone over.
I think this was in the trailer, but it was Amanda, who feels nothing, and then Lily, who feels everything. And I feel I got that Amanda had no emotion. Yes. But I didn't feel Lily was so emotional. In this movie, did you get that sense? Or she just seemed pretty even keel, in my opinion.
No, I think I think Lily is technically like the hidden bad guy of this. Like,
I can see that.
I think the ending kind of gives it away that, that this was all something that she just planned out from the beginning kind of thing.
It's weird because I get both sides because like, yeah, to your point, we don't, Mark sucks, but we don't see like he's worth killing sucks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then also he needs to go. Like, I don't know. It's unless there's more to it, kind of if you kind of extrapolate like what's going on, especially with your comment about the money and there's Mark's doesn't seem great around the mom. I don't know. I might be jumping ahead, but it's kind of weird.
It's not like direct abuse or anything, or where I would call him being like intentionally mean. And to his point, though, Lily has lied like this whole time too.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's not as like doing as well as she puts off to Amanda. She has been dismissed from school from plagiarism. She's trying to attempt to get back in, and I don't know if that like warrants to believe that she's got like a behavioral issue,
Mm-hmm.
but the family, at least her parents, from her parents' point of view, they are a little concerned about her because right after she's admitted to this school that she doesn't want to go to, they show her watching like some sort of violent movie. We don't even see what it is. It's just like a lot of gunshots and stuff like that. And we just see the parents peeking around the corner in the background looking concerned. Like she's just eating like singular peas watching this very violent, we assume, movie as the parents are like, I'm scared of her. Are you scared of her? Like,
hey, I watched violent movies at a young age and I turned out.
But it's the implication is there.
No, I get it.
Lily suggests that Amanda should carry out the murder because she would not feel guilty about it. However, Amanda's concerned that her upcoming trial for animal cruelty would make her the prime suspect. Instead, they had to plan to blackmail Tim, a drug dealer with a criminal record, into killing Mark while the girls are out of town. On the night of the murder, Tim shows up, but only to retrieve the gun the girls had planted. The girls decide not to confront him again, as his own criminal past would make him unlikely to inform the authorities. So it's really interesting to see them like switch from interacting with each other, because it's almost like it's all Lily and Amanda's world, at least like watching them interact with each other. And like sometimes Lily interacts with the parents, but it's mainly the two of them. So then to see them like at a third party, you can just really like see their privilege and how much power they have over this guy. Like, I want to call him a kid, but he's older than them.
Yeah. But he's selling drugs to high schoolers. Yeah, he's a man.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, but like the way they're like, you're going to be doing this. Like they hit him over the head after a while because he pulls his gun on Lily and Amanda sneaks up from behind and hits him over the head with a lamp. So he's got like this head wound and he's like, can I go to the hospital? And they're like, no, you won't be doing that.
Right. Also, they're like going to blackmail him because he has the record. He did something with a minor?
Yes, they're saying that he was having sex with a minor, or at least because Lily sees him previously at a school party for a minute, and they were talking about him chatting up some 15-year-old sister of one of the people there.
Yeah, and they're gonna pull that out if he does not agree to do this. I'm like,
yes,
damn, God, cold.
Yes, they're like, you'll be doing this, and you have no choice. And it's just funny to see too how delusional he is. He's like, I'm gonna. You just wait. Like, I'm building a company. I'm going to move my family into this neighborhood. And they're like, really? Will you?
Right. If he wasn't doing bad things, I would almost feel bad for the man. But
yes.
Like, ugh.
On a sadder note, too, it was the actor's last movie. He died after this.
I know. I remember. Yeah. I didn't realize when this movie came out, and I didn't know that was his last film, but I liked him a lot, too.
I don't know if I remember seeing him in anything else, but he did good in this. But...
Fright Night.
Oh, that kid. Okay.
Yeah. We covered that. This is the only movie we covered that he's in that you might know him from, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
That's sad. Mark catches Lily smoking. They argue, and she asks him to leave her mother, but he claims that she's a selfish child that only sees people as what they can do for her. Lily briefly considers killing Mark herself, but is dissuaded by Amanda. So this is where I'm thinking, like, Lily is really the bad person the whole time. And... Okay. I think it's interesting, too, because when they both go like their separate ways to be out of the house to get Mark killed, Lily goes to a spa with her mom, and someone's like doing her nails, and we see that she looks down and she envisions it's Mark.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh, it's because she feels guilty. But then at the end, I'm like, no, it's because Mark is someone that pays for her living and everything. She sees him as someone that services her.
Is that
and
okay? I didn't.
and
Hmm.
I don't know, like that scene comes before the discussion with Mark, but I don't know. I feel like Mark really sees Lily as like what's all really wrong with her.
Oh man, this is tough because I just thought she was like fixating on the thought of killing him, so she was just like seeing him in places. But
Yeah.
I see your point.
I think it's nice too, because I do have like the jump scare where he like arrives at the spa to surprise the mom, and then they find out he hasn't been killed. But I feel like the movie is much more subtle than that. Like we don't see any violence really; they just describe it. So
Yeah,
so I think it would be a little cheap of her to be like, I'm seeing him everywhere because I feel guilty.
yeah. I don't know. I don't think she felt guilty at all. I think she was like
No.
thinking about it, like I want him dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she feels any guilt. I feel like Amanda and Lily are more similar than we are thinking.
Oh, really? I give
Well,
Amanda the benefit of the doubt, honestly.
no, like in a sense of the whole Amanda has no emotion. Like I think Lily is somewhat on the same page. Like she's
Yes.
like, we're gonna kill this man.
I've heard like Lily's a psychopath and Amanda's a sociopath if you're like diagnosing.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
Later, while watching a movie at Lily's house, Lily reveals to Amanda that she has laced her drink with Rohypnol in order to kill Mark and frame Amanda for the murder. Lily points out that Amanda's life is meaningless without emotion and backs out when Amanda agrees, but Amanda decides to go along with it and finishes the drink. As Amanda falls unconscious, Lily kills Mark and smears her blood on Amanda to make it look like she did it. Lily then sobs and holds Amanda for comfort.
Now this is where I'm like, okay, Lily, what are you doing, girl?
Right.
She was gonna just drug her? Are we kidding? Yeah, Lily, yeah.
Yes. Which I wish they wouldn't have cut there. I wish they would have like, got to the arrest portion of it, because I'm like, still Lily has like a lot of blood on her and she just like curls up on the couch with Amanda and I don't know, goes to sleep. Like, I don't know. Like, so like, it looks like they both did it. Like Lily's still wearing gloves. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of to your point. We talk about how they're privileged and, well, Lily, especially, maybe that also plays into, like, she got away with it because she is, upper class.
Yes.
I don't know. Because again, to your point, they're just like, well, Amanda was framed for it. And okay, so we're just like her. And that was it? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how it turned out that way, but, or maybe, sometime in between she got up and changed or something and just pretended to be sleeping or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Just very weird ending scene, but also funny that she like sought comfort from Amanda for this.
Do you think Lily feels bad at all, or
I don't think so.
or she just wanted comfort from anybody and she just happened to be the first one there?
Yeah, maybe that was it. Like she just, like, Amanda was the tool in the sense of getting this done. Sometime later, Lily runs into Tim, now working as a valet at a restaurant. Since Mark's death, Lily has excelled academically and is now interviewing for college. They discuss the murder, though Lily lies about the details, and she mentions receiving a letter from Amanda, who is now in a psychiatric facility. The letter recounts Amanda's life in the hospital, including a recurring dream of a future where humans let the world fall into chaos due to their vanity, leading to it being overtaken by thoroughbred horses. Amanda smiles at a photo of her and Lily together on horseback. When Tim asks about the contents of the letter, Lily claims she never read it and threw it away. I was like, cold.
Yeah, she was like, Amanda who?
Yeah, like after she got what she wanted, she didn't need her anymore. So yeah, I think Lily is really the psychopath here. Like, I think Amanda, you know how like they say like people that have like these sort of like narcissistic tendencies or something like that don't actually typically kill people. They're just like really good leaders and CEOs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's sort of Amanda in a sense. Like she cares for people. She just doesn't emotionally have the wherewithal to be there, kind of that in that sense. But
Yeah.
like killing her horse, that was like a mercy killing.
Right.
And
I was going to
and then
say,
doing this for Lily was also because she realized Lily wanted it really badly, you know?
I never personally, I don't know if the movie was trying to make you think like Amanda's the bad guy. I never thought that. I always just assumed like Mark was like the main antagonist for,
Yeah.
I'm like, because they explain that Amanda killed the horse because it was suffering anyways and they couldn't put it down for whatever reason. I don't know. I personally just never felt like Amanda was meant to be the bad guy
Yeah.
in a sense. I don't know. I don't know if you thought that or what your thoughts were there.
I think they kind of build it that way, that like she's like unable to feel anything, so she like takes this innocent girl and gives her the idea of murder, and then she goes full-fledged into it. I think Lily kind of saw her opportunity to get what she wanted and took advantage.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Like Lily, I think Lily was worse, quote
Yeah.
unquote, bad compared to Amanda. And yeah, it's not that Amanda doesn't care, to your point, because like from a personal story, I know somebody whose mother died and they have Asperger's, something like that. And they did not cry during the nothing, not one time. And it's just because of how their brain is, it's not that that person didn't care. So I think Amanda's like similar in that sense.
Yeah.
That something is just like blocking that,
Right.
So
Yeah, I could see that.
I felt bad for Amanda at the end. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. Don't do that for Lily. No.
Right. Right. Especially like since she's not going to keep being friends with you at this point. Like, because like Amanda points out several times when Lily's like, well, or you could do it. She's like, well, you don't even really tell me about your life. And turns out you lied to me about like what's going on with your school and everything. So like, are we even really friends? Like,
Yeah. I feel like also part of me for Lily like lying about her school and then the internship, I think she's trying to put on a front about like what her life is. So I don't know if it's necessarily lying maliciously, but she's just maybe coming from a place of embarrassment or like feeling like she needs to put out this like or about her.
I don't know, because then also with the school situation, I thought it was funny how she was like so upset about getting put into this other school for girls with behavioral issues. I'm like, but your only friend that we've seen in this movie has a behavioral issue.
Yeah.
And so you don't think that you'd fit in there?
Right. Oh no, that's why I was saying like how I think Amanda Lily are more similar than we would initially think. I would, to give Lily a little bit of grace here, I'd be pissed too if someone just signed me up for something that I didn't talk about. Like that's also not cool. Like,
no, I mean it wasn't cool of him to do this, but still, like, you can't justify him being killed for it either.
Yeah, he shouldn't have died over that.
No, I just feel like we didn't get enough proof to actually understand why he needed to die.
Yeah.
Thoroughbreds is a dark comedy that explores how wealth can build a twisted sense of entitlement that can lead to dark decisions. Each character's affluence and lack of emotion and empathy make way for their choice to use murder as a tool to solve their problems. However, where they differ is that Amanda's character struggles with finding a purpose in life with no emotions, but ultimately still cares for what's important to her, like Mercy killing her horse or sacrificing her freedom for Lily. With Lily, she's hidden this dark side of herself that is given permission by Amanda to come out, as she manipulates the situation to get what she wants and ultimately discards Amanda, like her letter, when she no longer has use for her.
Are you ready to get into our ratings?
Yeah.
What did you have for suspense?
I had it as a 1. While I did find it very interesting, like it's pretty cut and dry, like what's happening, what are they plotting to do and everything. It's only like a matter of time. There's no like big buildup or anything where it feels like she's just on the verge of killing Mark. They take their time with it. So I don't find it very suspenseful. How about you?
Yeah, I gave it a 1 too.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's not very tension building. Really, the only thing I could think of for me is when we're getting towards the climax and Lily spiked Amanda's drink. I'm like, I don't know what's going to come of this. Like, maybe there's going to be some kind of fallout. And then when Lily goes to kill Mark, it's happened off screen, so you don't even see it. So I thought maybe something might happen there, but it's not a very suspenseful movie at all. And I don't think they were really even going for that. So
yeah,
it was even like, I was close to even putting it as a 0, but I thought there was at least some intrigue there.
Yes. What did you have for atmosphere?
For the 3rd episode in a row, I gave it a 0.
Wow. Okay.
It's a fancy house.
Yeah.
It's a nice Connecticut neighborhood. Not scary. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Not scary.
I gave it a 1. Maybe just because of how big it is. Some of the music they choose for this is interesting too, like especially during like Lily's 2nd chapter, where like there's just like this drumming and like screaming kind of noises in the background as she's just kind of like walking through the house doing her thing. So I gave it a 1, but yeah, it's just a nice house.
Right. I'm like, I'll live there. That's fine. If you want to give me that house, sign me up.
Yeah, cool.
What did you give the plot?
I gave it a 2. I thought the dynamic between Lily and Amanda is really interesting. There was also a point where I was like, maybe they'll just, decide not to do it. And that was just like a silly thing. And then they could be friends,
Right.
Remember when we plotted to kill your stepdad? Haha, bye.
Good times. Let's not talk about that ever again.
Right. And it's kind of slow burn in the way, like, because you're like, there's like a lot of will they or won't they to the whole point. So that's why I didn't give it like a full 3. It's not like it's like constantly feels like it's about to happen. How about you?
I gave it 2 as well. I feel like I had a lot of intrigue at the beginning, and then like halfway through when it became about potentially murdering Mark, I was like,
Really?
I don't really care anymore. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I expected it to be, but it wasn't that direction. And then, I don't know. I was like, I wanted to know more about Lily and Amanda's relationship, not in context of this man that they may kill. Like, I want to know more about their history. I want to know more about Amanda. Like, yeah, we know she killed this horse, but like, what is there more about her besides like, I don't feel anything and I killed a horse one time. Like,
yeah.
And then it became just about killing this guy, and I wanted it to focus more on them, to be honest. I don't know what would have came of that or what it could have been. It just, I don't know. I was like, I feel like we didn't get enough about their relationship and even more about Lily. Like, again, to your point, like you see her more as the villain. I want to know more and like again more about what Mark even did to deserve to die. I don't know. I just want to know more and maybe just cut Mark completely and just do a different story.
I feel like that's why she's kind of evil, because I feel like there isn't much reason else why he died. It's just because it was inconvenient for her.
Yeah.
So what did you have for the villain for this?
1. Again, I think you're more concrete in who you think the villain is.
Yes.
I also agreed Lily's not great. I do think Mark is a piece of shit, though. Like, he is also villainous. So, again, not enough to die. Like, put a little asterisk there. So, I don't know. I was like, I don't know who they're trying to... I don't know if it's, like, up to interpretation. Who do you think is in the right... Like, I don't know. And I was like, I don't know what we're doing.
There's really no real clear-cut villain or danger aspect and everything, too. Like, I just give the point, I guess, just to Lily, because I wouldn't want to be in her path, apparently, because, she's gonna kill me in 6 months after she thinks about it a little. Like,
you hate this girl.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, my God. You're like, you know what? Mark did nothing wrong in my opinion.
I mean, he wasn't great. He wasn't a nice stepdad. Like, he yells at her for yelling in the house at one point, and I was like, she said her mom once. Like, it wasn't like she was running or yelling constantly.
I got the vibe that Lily just got in trouble for existing, to be honest. Like, he was not nice to her one time.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want to talk to her ever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I extrapolated a little bit more. I'm like, I could see him being just like evil all the time.
Yeah. I just feel like I needed more physical proof aside from him just enrolling her in this other school.
Yeah.
And just kind of being a dick. but he wasn't even like too terrible. I don't know.
Really? See, if that man treated me like that, I'd be like, get him out of here. He was, I don't know. I thought he was really bad.
But to be fair, like, she's almost done with high school and stuff like that too. Like, so she wants to go to college. She'll probably go and board at college. And if she goes to a boarding school, also not living with him. So
yeah, but also there was that scene though. I really wish I remember what he did. The mom like was just trying to talk to him, and he just goes off on her. And I was like, what the fuck was that? Like,
well, that was after Lily had messed with his bike. So he had an accident, and yeah, I think he was just tired of her asking what was wrong with him. But
I don't know. Okay. I'd be
it
like,
was
go
kind
fuck
of like
then,
too much. Yeah, it was too much, but it still wasn't like abuse. Like, it was just,
I don't know. I would not let someone talk to me like that. No way.
I guess that's fair.
I'd be like, okay, I'm sorry. I care about you. Go crash. I don't care now. Like, I don't know. I just would not.
I think the main reason that Mark comes off so like villainous and stuff like that is because like he's holding like the purse strings in this family. Like, obviously they need him more than he needs them, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's why there's like this weird power dynamic between the whole family.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. Lily is definitely also into consideration. Dude, Mark, really did not like this man in any way, shape, or form, and I didn't feel bad for him, and I do not sympathize in any way, shape, or form. So,
okay, that's fair. I mean, I didn't shed any tears for Mark. I was just like, I don't know why we got to do this. Like,
yeah, no, I think to wrap that whole statement up, he was bad, but not enough to die over.
Yeah,
at least that we saw. You know,
yeah.
Could have, right. If we were meant to be like, yeah, fuck Mark, they should have added more.
Yes, for sure.
Did you give Thoroughbreds your extra point?
I did. I really liked it, actually. I liked the girls' dynamic. I wish they would have kind of explored like this sort of undertone of like love interest that they kind of had with each other. There was a few scenes where I was like, okay, they're just like into each other.
Yeah. Like
and then they kind of completely forgot about it second half of the movie.
Exactly. Yeah, because like Lily hugs Amanda a little too long and kind of like
she smells her hair.
Yeah. I'm like, there's something going on here. Or Lily's just a little too infatuated with things sometimes. I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, I wish they would have explored that element a little bit more to kind of make their connection a little bit more fleshed out. Because I don't know, they're so like on and off again. Like there is like this level of like, are we even friends here? We're just kind of plotting against your stepdad, and are we going to just stop after that? And apparently they will.
Right, so they're done.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Yeah. So I wanted to explore their relationship more, but I did find their dynamic interesting. So I gave it the point. How about you?
I did as well. I enjoyed it overall. Again, I kind of talked about it with the plot. I wish it took a different direction. Again, I don't really even know what that direction would have been. I just didn't like that it went, okay, now we're just focusing on Mark and taking him out. Like, I wish there was more to their relationship we could have explored. But overall, I thought it was interesting. I do think the dialogue maybe teetered a little bit on quirkiness, like Amanda. It gave me like, oh man, what's that show? Gilmore Girls-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like, just a little bit of like, it just seemed a little unrealistic in my opinion. But I liked it overall, so I gave it my point.
Okay. I do like Gilmore Girls. I didn't read it as Gilmore Girls.
Not Gilmore Girls. That's a really bad example, but like kind of like quirky dialogue. Just that whole like to your point, Juno.
Yeah.
Like how they kind
of the weird line reads and blunt statements kind of thing.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I do like that kind of vibe from characters, though. Like, I love Juno, so
yeah, I feel like I did. Like, I was all about Juno and stuff when it first came out. Now I'm just kind of like, me,
me.
me.
It's fair.
All right. If we add up our scores, you gave it a 6 and I gave it a 5.
Yeah, it's not like a true horror. It's just a thriller, and I'm good with it. I think it's still an interesting watch. It's fun to think about because there's definitely like all these nuances to go into, like we've been talking about throughout the episode. So
yeah, it wasn't very scary in my opinion. So I think the 5 definitely works out. A little gory, but minimum, and more tackles dark themes more than actually shows anything.
yeah, like I wouldn't even really call it gory unless you just get like disturbed by the thought, because Amanda does describe killing her horse at one point, and like they kind of do like some sounds, but you don't see anything.
Yeah,
and just like the sound of Lily killing Mark in like the background, but also
there's a lot of
screen.
blood afterwards. So
yeah. Meh.
Right. Well, that's why I said minimal.
Minimal
gore.
Okay, gotcha.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoy the show and listen on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, giving us a 5-star rating is super helpful and we always appreciate it. If you are watching the YouTube version, you can like and comment on the video and let us know what you'd like us to watch next.
You can follow us on social media using 13 Degrees of Screams.
This has been 13 Degrees of Screams, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.